What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cars, Cost, and Technology. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the 2023 C8 Corvette on the Online Visualizer. We can finally play around with some of the different color combinations and wheel options, aero packages. I know we've had the Visualizer for the Stingray for a while now, but it's really exciting to see that this is live for the Z06 so early. I was thinking initially that this would take some time before we'd have access to something like this, so really excited to play around with this and put together my dream spec or my ideal spec for the Z06. You can see this car looks really good. I've got just sort of a preliminary spec put out here. But for those of you that have followed the channel for a while, you know that I sold my 2020 Stingray a little while back in effort to prepare for or pursue a Z06. Unfortunately, there was no pricing announced today, so I'm still sort of in limbo here on whether or not I'm going with another Stingray with some more options or going with a Z06. Hopefully we'll have some more details soon, but in the meantime, I did want to build out my ideal configuration and figure out what route I would like to go. Love to get some feedback from you guys as well. I did make a video discussing some of the shortcomings or my regrets on the spec that I chose for my 2020 Stingray. So definitely don't want to make that mistake again. Want to go with the ideal options or my best setup from right out of the gate the first time. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I've got the car configured here in hypersonic gray at the moment, but there are a lot of great exterior options or exterior colors to choose from. Again, hypersonic gray being one of the new colors, looks really good. But if we look over at one of my longtime favorites, torch red, that's hard to beat as well. Car looks phenomenal. Now, just to kind of give you an idea of what all I've got built out on this particular car, spec'd out here, we've got, of course, the Z07 package. You can see that big front splitter, dive planes, big wing in the back. This is a hardtop convertible with the black nacelles. I do need to, just to sort of keep this exterior look clean, gonna go with the carbon flash mirrors. Okay, so that looks better here. But yeah, just to kind of get you guys up to speed on where we're at, carbon flash mirrors, carbon flash roof, carbon fiber Z07 wing, base wheels with red calipers, torch red exterior, two-tone red interior, and did want to show you on the 3LZ trim level of the Z06, the interior looks really, really good. You get this carbon fiber steering wheel with the red divider in the center. There's also some nice carbon fiber trim available. There's actually a two-stage kit. So you can see level 1 interior trim for carbon fiber is going to look more like the Stingray carbon fiber package. And then level 2, you've got a much more extensive carbon fiber coverage. You can see it's pretty much covering the door right here, all up and down there. It's in the center console. Obviously, you've got the carbon fiber steering wheel. Now, like I said, if you jump down from the 3LZ trim level to 2LZ or 1LZ, you may still have the option of purchasing some of those carbon fiber trim packages, but you do lose the carbon fiber steering wheel, at least on the Visualizer. That may be an option that you can purchase, but from a Visualizer standpoint, it automatically drops you back down to the leather steering wheel. So anyways, just wanted to show you some of the interior changes here. Other than that, I don't see anything too noticeable that's different from what we're accustomed to on the Stingray, which is good. You know, that interior is really nice, so you can't complain there. Now let's jump back out to the exterior. Again, we went over, just generally speaking, the options that I had put on here. I probably, so for some reason when switching between the interior and exterior view, it does drop back down to just base versus Z07, which is good. I did want to talk a little bit about that. I would probably go more towards a base model than Z07 package, just simply because the carbon ceramic brakes are so much more expensive. Cup 2 tires are not very practical for daily driving. Stiffer suspension and you know, even the lower front splitter, none of those are really ideal for the type of driving I typically do with my Corvette. So as much as I love the way that it looks and have a huge respect for the performance it adds, I just wouldn't see myself spending the extra money on that package for how I use the car. So I'd be leaning more towards base, and I do like the look of the hardtop convertible on here, but just for the sake of comparison, we'll jump over and look at the coupe option as well. Now the configurator or visualizer, I should say, has been running a little bit slow and giving me a few glitches here and there. Obviously, there's probably a lot of people using this right now, so if at any point in the video we have some issues, just bear with me. It again is probably experiencing a lot of volume. But here's a coupe in base trim. I do think that this looks really good as well. I like what they've done with the redesign on the rear end. Quad exhaust tips in the center looks much better to me than on the center or the corners like on the Stingray. Now, I would say that The only thing I'm not too fond of is it looks like the front splitter on the base model is body color. And I don't know if that's just an option. Can probably go in here and select that on exterior colors. But I'm not sure why they would do that. I did notice that in the reveal video that visible carbon fiber ground effects, carbon flash. So let's see what that does to the front splitter. Okay, so at least that looks a little better. I wouldn't mind going with the base trim level or base level, but I don't really care for the body color front splitter. I think that that makes the front chin of the car look a little bit bulky, where that gives it a little bit more of an aggressive look. So again, that would be a little more practical for driving around town, or the type of driving, road trips, things like that I do with my Corvettes. But let me know your thoughts. Again, I'd love to hear some feedback on the ideal configuration for this car. Now, obviously, we can play with a lot of other colors. Again, hypersonic gray looks really good. Definitely one of my favorites. Then you've got black. Can't go wrong with that. It looks super aggressive on this car. What I'd really love to see is a black on black Z06 with the Z07 package. Let's see here. See if I can do that real quick. That is a really, really aggressive looking car. I mean, yeah, so that's hard to beat there. Love to see one of those in person. Hopefully, don't know that that would be the route I would go, just because it'd be so difficult to keep clean. And again, Z07 package may not end up being my preferred route, but love the way that looks. If it was only based on look strictly, that is one of my favorites, if not the favorite. Again, going back in the exterior colors here, ceramic matrix gray, it's another good looking color with these red accents. But hopefully you guys can play around on this and get an idea of what you like as well. There are some new items in here that we did not have available for the Stingray. So for example, new engine covers, and you can get black exhaust tips. You've got the carbon fiber wing. Let's see here. Stripes and decals. So that's pretty similar to what we've had in the past. So there are a lot of similarities, of course, but some minor new things. Interior color. Again, we've got the new carbon fiber level 2 option. The different trim levels. So 1LZ, 2LZ, and 3LZ. Again, this interior that we looked at, that's going to be a 3LZ interior. That is definitely a good looking interior. For the wheel options, I don't think I've discussed this yet. It is just two different, you got the 5-spoke carbon fiber, either in painted or exposed carbon fiber, and then the base wheel. So there's not actually a lot of wheel options. There are plenty of different colors available though. So you can see you've got quite a few choices on the color end of it, but it would have been nice to see maybe one more wheel pattern. But Z07 performance package. But that's pretty much it, guys. You know, again, we're pretty familiar, and you can see here just in time we're running into some technical difficulties, so I guess we need to go ahead and wrap it up for today. But really cool that you've got the option to play with all this, especially right out of the gate after the reveal. Again, look forward to hearing your comments below on your favorite combinations with this car. There are tons of options available, and because it does look just different enough from the Stingray, it's a lot of fun to play around with this and kind of see what the best option is. So anyway, guys, look forward to talking in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you next time. Hope you have a great day.